What is going on, guys? Money Webby here, back again on Friday. A pretty disappointing night last night. The cheap plays definitely didn't work out. Wayne Selden and Manu Ginobili just pooped their pants last night. They got the opportunity. They both got over 20 minutes. Selden got 31 minutes, but he couldn't hit any shots. He shot like 2 for 9, I believe. And Manu Ginobili, I think he shot like exactly the same, almost like 2 for 8. So both those guys, they had the opportunities. The minutes were there as cheap plays, but they just couldn't get it done. I was expecting more out of them. And also Giannis, disappointing night. Honestly, I was considering Westbrook or Giannis before I made my video, but I wanted to go that savings, the payout for LaMarcus Aldridge and Jokic, but that definitely bit me in the ass because Westbrook just went absolutely insane in that fourth quarter against the Nuggets and got a ton of points. But yeah, Jokic, at least that Jokic and Gary Harris returned some value to save some face for me. Jokic went for like 74 drafting points. Insane night for him. If you didn't have him, you probably weren't looking that great. And also, if you didn't have Westbrook, it was kind of a disappointing night. I still scored like 260 drafting points in my lineup because of Jokic. I think we were pretty close to the cash line in double ups and stuff. But disappointing night all in all. But we're back again here on Friday. I got my top 5 plays. Let's try to bounce back here tonight. And got my Dollar Tree play of the day. So drop a like in the video if you're ready to win some money here tonight. Let's try to get over 100 likes yet again. Thank you so much for all the likes. And definitely subscribe to get these plays every single day. So let's just get into it. Westbrook, definitely a viable option against New Orleans, but I'm a bit concerned about them playing like 4 games in the last like 5 or 6 days or so. So he could be a little bit tired in that game. That's why I'm favoring Anthony Davis a little bit more at the top here. They've only played 1 game in the past like 4 days, so he's going to be rested up. He's probably going to get around 40 minutes yet again in this game. And against OKC, they're pretty solid down low, but Anthony Davis is just a freak in nature. He's too athletic for Steven Adams, so I think he could give Adams some trouble down low. And he had a solid game against them. DeMarcus Cousins played like half the game in this one, but I think he got hurt in the middle of it against OKC. And Anthony Davis got 61 minutes. So with a half game of Cousins, he still returned value at this price that he's at, 11,400. So a full game without Cousins, he's going to have some more shots this game. I think he could shoot the ball around 20 times here, and he's been getting a lot more rebounds without Cousins, over 10 in the last 3 games, some more assists, so he's just more active in this offense. He's been blocking more shots, a freak of nature, so I think he can get over 60 drafting points. Honestly, pretty easily here. I think he'll be safe for 50. As long as this game stays close, he gets his normal minutes. So at 11,400, arrested Anthony Davis against a tired OKC. Give me that. Lock him in there. And then we're going to go with DeMar DeRozan here. He is on a back-to-back, but his price tag is pretty solid against the Portland team that he got on fire on against early this year. He hit I think he got honestly 15 to 20 points in the first quarter, but they kind of were up so big that DeRozan came in and he wasn't really playing with that same fire the whole entire game. I remember betting on this game. I actually bet on Portland in that game, so I was about to punch a hole through the wall when Portland got down 20 in the first half, but I think Portland will come a little better out here. This game is projected to be a pretty high-scoring game. I think an over-under of 215. So DeMar DeRozan, he's been doing pretty solid, returning that value that we're at this price tag. 3 out of the last 4 games with over 40 drafting points. I think he can get it done yet again in this game. He's been very consistent, and he hasn't been shooting the ball that well recently as well. Goes back to home where he's been better in Toronto here. If he can return the value with shooting 30%, I think he can catch a little bit more fire here against Portland. Portland normally likes to cover the 3-point line pretty good. So that means I think that DeMar DeRozan could definitely do his stuff in the mid-range here with Portland kind of funneling those shots into the mid-range. So hopefully that helps DeRozan here to get some mid-ranges to drop. And he's been more active with the assist as well. 6, 8, 7, and 8. Good to see for DraftKings. So if he can score a little bit more in this game, he could return a lot of value at 7,700. So lock him in there. And then we're going to go with the Slender Man, as Kyle Kuzma liked to call him. Brandon Ingram at 6,800. Another freak of nature here going against Brooklyn. This game projects to be a very fast pace, a lot of points. Did pretty well against the Nets earlier this year. He dropped 41 DraftKings points in that game. And also, they're a little bit banged up without Lonzo Ball in this spot. I'm not sure how they're going to do their minutes, but Brandon Ingram is the steady guy with the minutes every single game, around 35 per game. He did come off an injury before this game in Boston. He's been doing pretty solid. It looks like he's fully back from the injury, and he's been putting up the numbers pretty consistently. Hasn't reached that upside like he did in Chicago, though. I think he can get it done, though, here in a faster-paced game, and not a bad matchup against Brooklyn. They can't really guard anyone. So Brandon Ingram at 6,800. Think he can return that upside here. Maybe get over 40 DraftKings points yet again in this spot against Brooklyn. So lock him in there. Then we're going to go with a pretty chalky guy here tonight, it seems like. Ricky Rubio at 6,200. Great matchup against Phoenix. They suck against point guards. Rubio went off against them earlier this year. 45 DraftKings points in that one. So a great game there, and he's been on fire recently. 48 DraftKings points against Golden State. Crazy stuff there. Over 30 in the 2 games before that. And his minutes have finally been good, like over 30 minutes the last 3 games. So that's great for his DraftKings total. Without Rodney Hood off the bench, it seems like he's more solidified with those minutes. So he's definitely a safer play. It does suck that his salary is up to 6,200, but I still think he can return the value there. Like if he gets over 30 DraftKings points, he'll get around that 5 times value. And honestly, he is the upside to get over 40 DraftKings points again like he did last game because he fills it up in so many categories. He's active with the steals. He obviously is good at passing the ball. And if he's scoring at will like he did against Golden State, it'll be a huge night yet again for Ricky Rubio. But keep in mind that he seems like he's going to be pretty chalky. So maybe for GPP, you could fade him because he does have that downside in some of these games. He has abysmal games randomly. So against Phoenix, though, a great matchup. In cash games, I would definitely consider him. Lock him in there. So that's the first 4. Definitely not that much money left over, but we got 2 cheap guys. I'm going to try my luck with 2 cheap guys yet again here tonight. Daniel Theis is my first guy at 3,900 with Marcus Morris ruled out for this game. That means some more minutes for Daniel Theis off the bench, and also Marcus Smart is injured. So Theis can definitely be more involved on the offensive end off the bench. He's been doing pretty consistently, doing pretty well in the last couple of games. 18, 26, and 28. 3 out of the last 4 games. So that's good to see. And I'm a Celtics fan. He looks pretty good every time he gets minutes. So those extra minutes on his plate without Marcus Morris and the extra opportunity from that without Marcus Smart as well. And honestly, Boston could get up pretty handily, especially if Kyrie plays, meaning some more minutes off the bench for Theis if this game does turn into a blowout. So at 3,900, think he can get over 20 DraftKings points here and return over 5 times value against an Atlanta team that isn't good down low. So Daniel Theis, lock him in there. So that's the top 5 plays. You got Ricky Rubio, DeMar DeRozan, Brandon Ingram, Anthony Davis, and Daniel Theis. Only 4,600 remaining per player, but we get a cheap guy to close it off. Ian Clark at 3,600, going against the tired OKC, like I mentioned. Good matchup here against Raymond Felton, the old guy. And also, Jameer Nelson was just traded, so Ian Clark is 100% going to be that guy at the bench that is getting the points for them or providing that scoring. So at 3,600, coming off a huge game here, so a huge game last game, I think he can carry that over into this game against OKC. Good matchup, 3,600. He's going to get solid minutes. Like, he got 30 minutes the last game. Rondo's minutes have been trending down. Ian Clark, honestly, could get 30 minutes again here with 30 minutes, especially without Jameer Nelson in there. As long as Rondo doesn't ball out in this spot, I'm expecting a big game out of Ian Clark. So 3,600, a nice value there with everything considered. Lock him in there. So that is it, guys. It bumps you up to 5,200 remaining per player, and it's definitely capable to fill this out with your utility spot still there and the forward spot there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like in the video if you did. If you got anything out of value, like I said, over 100 likes, please. That would really help me out. It really helps out these videos, so I can keep these guys coming for you. Keep these videos coming for you, and definitely subscribe to get these plays every single day. We're going to bounce back here tonight. I feel very good about these plays, so definitely keep it locked here. Just hit that subscribe button. Also, you can hit that little bell notification, a bell icon to get notified every time I upload these, so you won't miss out on it. I normally upload these videos around 12 or like 1, so I can get us some news on the injuries and stuff like that. So definitely keep it locked here. Good luck tonight, guys, on this 9-game slate on Friday. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.